Many said the same thing, Colin, and that is that JetBlue and its prey have a lot of overlap down south in Florida, and that could be a problem. But our own Phil LeBeau points out the total overlap across the entire country, that it would be that JetBlue actually has less overlap than Frontier. How do you view it?
I think if you look at where Frontier and Spirit would operate together versus Spirit and JetBlue, there's probably a lot more risk of taking competition out of the market on the East Coast if you let JetBlue and Spirit tie up. I think it's a matter of overlap that kind of brings the sort of antitrust lawsuit risk into this, but it's also a matter of just where these airlines compete on pricing. I think a Spirit and Frontier tie-up would remain a ultra low-cost carrier, but JetBlue's average tickets are about 40% higher than Spirit. So if you get a JetBlue as the sort of surviving management strategy and acquiring Spirit, I think, the FTC, based on what we've seen out of them the last year or two under the new administration, they're probably going to assume that Spirit's prices kind of track towards JetBlue. So higher prices, worse for consumers. So I see a lot more risk to this deal through that lawsuit. So
does that take away the premium that shareholders are being offered to accept the JetBlue deal? If you were a shareholder, would you say I'd rather go with a sure thing and go with Frontier?
I mean, if I'm a shareholder and I see you've got two things here. The JetBlue offers 27% higher than Frontier's offer, but it's also all cash. So there's no what ifs or does this work out down the road. You're getting your cash now. So I think I take that risk and I say, give me 27% more money. And, it's not an IOU, it's cash on the table. I think you got to go with that.
With the regulatory risk, too, because you could be, Andrew, then you may be waiting around a year and then you don't get it.
Yeah, and potentially you'd have to fall back to the Frontier deal if it's still there. But I think I would take that risk.